Believe it or not, it's going to be a quick video about college basketball. We did pretty well on Friday. 5 of the 7 picks I told you to play win. I actually named the 2 that were going to lose and they lost. If you watch the video, they did pretty well. We won't talk about Friday because it's a quick video. We're talking about Saturday. I've got a preliminary look at Saturday here. This is the only video I can do for Saturday. I got a busy day tomorrow and I'll be running out and about. So what do? 80 something games. This is probably our really last huge Saturday of the year, I'm guessing. Yeah, probably because next Sunday is March Madness. So I don't know what happens next Saturday, but this is a really big one. So what do, right? We got a ton of things to go over. We don't have a lot of time. So we want to prune this list to find games that are good. Well, I've been talking about health, and I'm going to continue to talk about health. We want to take teams that are above 0.899 health. All right, so that just dropped us down to 77 games. We also don't want to take any away teams. Now, I know that a lot of these are tournament games, so I'm hesitant to remove all the away teams from this list, but let's just do it anyway. So now let's go. We have now 50 games. Some of these games don't have lines. And for the purposes, because I only like to choose money lines, I don't want to, I don't want to bet anything that has a terrible, terrible money line. So we're going to say, let's open up everything here so we can add more filter areas. We're going to say that the money line of the game has to be greater than, let's call it greater than negative 350. Got to be negative 350 or better. Okay, so that gets rid of more games. We're down to 29 games now. All right, what else do we need to filter for? Well, power. As was noted in the video about Friday, I discussed like Hampton, who was a really low power team. They were around 15%, kind of like Bethune-Cookman is. So you don't want to take bad teams because bad teams don't know how to win. I think the cutoff here is 30. So we're going to say only teams with a power greater than 30 also. Power greater than 0.3, 30%. Hey, now we've started to get a list. 23 games. A lot of these are probably tournament games, so we don't know if they're natural home teams. But what else do we want to do? We could cut off at a margin here also. We could say games greater than 10%. Those are really supposed to be premium games, which would be these games here. Oregon State is a little injured against Berkeley there, by the way, at minus 300. So that's a reason not necessarily to take them, even though it's not below 90. But these games right here, all above 10% margin. Louisiana, Delaware, Southern Mississippi, Rice, North Carolina, Greensboro, James Madison, UMBC, Oregon. And then you start to get down to lower games. But you have some injuries down here, like Arkansas over Kentucky. It's probably a pretty good one. Strong team, injured Kentucky. Injured Arizona against UCLA also. Right there. So it's really, these are pretty good games to focus on in general. So of these 23 games, probably a lot of tournament games, you do about 80 or 90% levels like this with big power. So you should expect 20-3 at the worst. At the worst. I shouldn't say that. Actually, this is 23 games with some low margin games. These games right here, these top 9, with the exception of Oregon State being injured, these eight are where you go 7-1. I think that's kind of more accurate. Down here, it's going to be a little more sparse because these margins are much lower. So these are the teams I'd focus on. And I mean, is there a pick of the day? Let's open up everything again, because I do want to look at it at the master margin level. Let's be completely looking at everything here. Oh, goodness. Went back too far. I think we have this pick of the day. You can do this sort by line values. This will be the easiest way to find it. Pick of the day, descending by line value, because the video's already gone longer than I wanted to. So what happens is games at the top, with the exception of these games that have no lines yet, these are problem games. But we have implied lines, so we can guess where they're probably going to be. That's kind of funny. Tells you beforehand. Watch how close these are to the actual lines of the games. Although, yeah, especially for the home teams, which are aligned well. So what kind of pick of the day here? This Alabama over Texas A&M, but that's away. Is that a tournament game? Let's ask Google. Where is the Alabama Texas A&M game on Saturday?
Alabama Crimson Tide football will play Texas
No,
A&M.
no. Alabama at Texas A&M college basketball Saturday, March 4th.
Today, Alabama will be playing Texas A&M at Reed Arena at noon.
Where's Reed Arena? Where's Reed Arena? One more question, Google. I think that's actually a true home game. Where is Reed Arena? Reed sounds like a Texan.
Olson Boulevard,
Yeah.
College Station,
All right, so that's a true home game. That's why you're getting an underdog line for Alabama, but it says they could do it. So that's not, not a home game. So, like I said, it's got to be a home team. So what about, you got injured Portland State, so that's trouble. This one, North Carolina A&T over Stony Brook. Here's a 9%. Oh, they're only 28% team though. They're a bad team. There's that. You can see how tough it is to isolate the best game, and line value honestly actually might not be the best way to look at this. Let's go back to margin, because what you want to see is you want to see a team that's got a high margin, it's toward the top of the list, but has a really good line and is home. First time that occurs, that's away. Connecticut is away at Villanova minus 130, but that's a big margin. What about, no, let's just click the home button. I mean, Southern Miss versus Southern Alabama. 11% margin, probably a tournament game, but that is a minus 120, and that's a 60% team. So Southern Miss is up there when it comes to picks of the day in terms of almost even money. Yep. But as you can see, big day. Texas Tech against an injured Oklahoma State. Yeah, there's a lot in here, guys. All right, so that's the update for Saturday. Gotta run. Hope your picks won today. You can see I did a video about the bracket already and the AI bracket I'm going to work on. I'm taking money for that. Put you on the list to get you a copy of that, as well as the master scoring bracket for running your own March Madness office pool or whatever. I have a whole set of videos and a tutorial on doing that as well. But we will certainly build this stuff and this intelligence into the AI bracket this year to really get a generated bracket results based on our distributions and what we think will happen. We'll be able to do that right on Selection Sunday when I start releasing a lot of stuff. All right, good luck, everybody. May all your picks be winning.